So we have a reasonably exciting phone here in our hands. This is the Google Pixel XL, and it's crazy because when did the Pixel XL even come out? I'm not even too sure, but let's find out. Which year did this phone come out? So as you can see, the phone came out in October of 2016. So that also makes this phone 1 decade old, or at least October will make it 1 decade. So that means this phone will be 10 years, and 10 years later, how is the Google Pixel XL rounding up? And obvious, like honestly, this is one of the most impressive phones I've used in a long time. Like an impressive old phone. This phone came out almost 10 years later and it's still amazing. Like works perfectly. Honestly, even with older phones that I've had, right? Like this one is one of the smoothest I've experienced. So I've used a Samsung Galaxy S9, S8, S6, all of that, even up down to the One Plus and everything. And don't get me wrong, those phones, they are not bad phones at all. They're all pretty flagship phones that came out in their time were really impressive. But this one has to be the most impressive in terms of just how fluid it is, right? I think Pixel Launcher, just Google's own stock version of Android is always amazing just because there's literally no bloatware here. And it just makes the phone feel so much faster and so much more responsive. Like, it's just so amazing. So this phone comes with 4 gigs RAM. This one is a 4 gigabytes of, I think it's 4 gigs, it goes up as high as, but this is a 32 gig variant, right? And it has Android 10. I think it was able to go as high as Android 10 in terms of software updates, right? But I think it's launched with Android 8 or something like that. So this one is still really impressive, right? And if we take a look at the cameras, the cameras are insane. Now the back camera got cracked, unfortunately, so it's not as clear as it should be. But even with everything, like this phone back camera can still do videos as high as 4K 30 FPS, which is just insane. It's crazy that 10 years ago phones were already able to do 4K 30 FPS. And the front camera is capped at 1080p, but it's still really amazing. And the thing also is, from the picture quality, like, it's just, the picture of this phone is just amazing. Even a decade later, like, Google's image processing is just way ahead of the game, right? Like, there is literally no competition, right? Like, it's so good. It's like, it's crazy good. The cameras are crazy clear, crazy processing, even with the night sight and everything. The phone is just is mind blending. Like, yes, obviously you can see it has a dated design because of the bezels up and down. But also at the same time, it's like, why phones of those days, they used to really amuse me. Like, why are there just two big bezels, right? At least the older Samsungs, there was like the home button and the back button and everything on this bezel. This is just an empty bezel. Why the fuck is it here? Okay, you might think, okay, maybe there's a speaker on it. There's no speaker. It's literally just glass. Why is it this big, bro? What the fuck? But anyways, the back design of this thing also is pretty unique. You have this part that is like glass, and this other part that is just like metal. Like, it's just amazing. You have a fingerprint scanner as well, and yeah, all of that good stuff, right? So in terms of day-to-day performance, I haven't really run any like serious games and all that. Maybe later another video we might do like a gaming test or whatever, but honestly, for just day-to-day tasks, like, perfect, flawless. Nothing, like, you can literally do everything you would do with your normal phone, and it's so fluid, so responsive, so, like, it's just like basically like a normal phone, right? You can scroll, YouTube shots, and it works well, like all of that. And you can see it's still very fluid, and I can multitask and do everything I'm doing. And like, the phone is just amazing. The phone is just perfect, right? Like, it's not perfect obviously, but this is a phone that I can still recommend a lot of people to buy. Now the thing you want to keep in mind, obviously, if you're going to buy an old phone like this, is there are security patches long gone, right? So if you're getting this phone, just just have it at the back of your mind that the security on this thing is asked, because it has stopped receiving updates like a very long time ago, right? But other than that, if you don't know, if that's not too much of a problem for you, everything else is perfect. I can really recommend you can use this phone for your day-to-day life and feel nothing, right? Amazing cameras, really nice picture quality, not not the best, nothing too crazy, nothing insane, but really impressive. Like, really amazing cameras on it, and the performance also amazing as well. Like, you can use it for day-to-day tasks. Now, to run anything maybe super big, like you want to play Call of Duty or Asphalt 9 mobile or whatever, like yeah, maybe, I don't know, it might not be able to handle that so well. But just day-to-day task, you want to surf the internet, you want to make phone calls, you want to watch videos, you want to scroll, you want to like do a lot of things, you want to even see multitask. Like you can do all of that well, and the experience is pretty smooth just because of the stock Android experience and all of that. Right. So should you buy this phone in 2026? I would actually say yes, but also it depends again on how rich or broke you are, right? Like if you have no money and you're really really broke and you're looking like different options of phones right around the brokey price range, right? I would recommend if you can get your hands on this is better because usually the alternative solutions are going to be mid-range phones like here in Nigeria at least it will be like the Technos and the Infinix and whatever. Even if it's going to be a Samsung around the same price range, it's going to just be like a mid-range Samsung. High chance that Samsung phone is probably not going to have like 4K 30 FPS video, right? High chance. And another thing I won't forget to mention, this is AMOLED display as well. So when you're using to watch videos, watching contents, viewing things on the internet, like the blacks are deep black, the colors are vibrant and everything. So it's just going to be rare that you see a cheap phone for that price with all these much features. You probably won't. So if you can get your hands on this, I definitely recommend it. That's if you are broke as fuck. I bought this one 30,000 naira. So if you live outside of Nigeria, whatever the conversion is going to end up being. But that's how much I bought this one, right? So if I'm going to buy any other phone 30k, like there's almost like no competition. Like I don't think I can buy any other good phone 30k. Like it's just not going to happen, right? So if 30k and you're looking at all phones and this is one of them, I would 100% always recommend you should go for this one, right? So this is just really really amazing, really impressive. That's the Google Pixel XL. Any other thing that we have not talked about in terms of haptics? No, the haptics are not bad. They're just like if you're buying a phone like this, you're not buying it for the haptics, right? The haptics are basic. You're like, he's alright. Speakers too are, he's alright. Like the only thing that is just impressive is just how well it's still holding up modern day. Like this is 10 years later and the phone is still holding up. Like I could use this as my daily driver. I can use this to do my day-to-day task and I will be well. Like I won't really feel it like that. So yeah, that's the Google Pixel XL for you. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Maybe the next video might do a gaming test or maybe not. I don't know. See ya.